Leechburg. Leechburg Devils, Blue Devils. They were 5-5 last year. They have a new head coach, Randy Walters. Blairsville, coached by Rick Artley. So we're doing our own scrimmage tonight with SeaWorld Satellites and our IUP football production crew. We won't give you full play-by-play because teams don't wear their normal numbers. Leechburg will start with the first 10 plays, and on the first play, a gain of about 14 yards. Football up to the 44-yard line. Normally, Leechburg quarterback is Dylan Cook, but again, we don't know if these are the game day numbers or not. And they're going to throw down the right sideline, and it's through the outstretched arms of a receiver. This will be play 3 coming up. Where's Chuck Clark? Get him down here. We'll get him to work. We're live, Andy. So, Renda Broadcasting working with the Blairsville-Salzburg School District. For now, we'll give you this, Chuck. Longtime Bobcat play-by-play man, Chuck Clark. I didn't know if he was coming tonight or not. But here you are, Chuck. There's a pass. This one hauled in inside the 30. I'm not sure, Chuck, as I mentioned, they don't, they don't wear their normal game day numbers. So Dylan Cook, I think, is their starting quarterback. But the quarterback in there right now is number 12. But it might be Dylan. We just don't know.
The Bobcat defense going to get a test mark right off the bat here.
Leechburg, pretty big. Well, I'll look over the sideline. Not as many as the Max Preps roster must be wrong because it listed 43. There's a handoff up the middle as a flag flies to ball carrier getting to the 20-yard line. Renda Broadcasting working, Chuck, with the Blairsville-Salzburg School District, and we're going to be video streaming all of the Bobcat games and Salzburg Trojan games. And starting next Friday. So we thought better get our own scrimmage here with a lot of new equipment. Going to be working with some IUP football production folks that are students at IUP, some outstanding guys helping us tonight. Zachary Voigt and Colton Wiggins. We'll start closer to game time. Won't pick up the entire radio pregame, but the radio feed will be part of our video presentation. Good defense as Blairsville stretched that one out as Leechburg gets down inside, right about the 9-yard line, it looks like. So, Chuck, given the pandemic, we're trying to make the most of it. We're kind of on the fly, too. Like everybody else, we were up in the air waiting for Governor Wolf to make a call, and then the PIAA, of course, kind of overrode that call, fortunately. But that left a lot of people scrambling, schools, media included. So we're learning on the fly, too, here, which is why we're having our own video streaming scrimmage tonight, if you will. Happy to be here in Blairsville. Handoff around the right side, and the ball carrier down to about the 5-yard line. I'm not sure if you're tracking plays.
Ashton Perfetti made that tackle.
I don't know. That's probably about 8 or 9 plays already, I would think.
7, probably 8.
This is 8 coming up, or that was number 8?
I think so. This might be number 8.
Beautiful day this Labor Day weekend. For those tuned in, we thank all of our great American workers. We did a scale down test earlier this morning, and we had a viewer in Greece that touched in with us.
Excellent.
And down to about the 1-yard line go the I think it's the Blue Devils.
He was expecting a soccer game when he saw football come up on the
Well, Homer Center has a sophomore prospect, and I will probably mess this name up, but I think it's Romulos Dokos. And his father is from Greece and was watching in Greece, so that was pretty cool. You never know, somebody could say I'm watching in Paris, France, and they could be making it up. But in this case, it was confirmed that Mr. Dokos was watching in Greece. Oh, you're good.
Okay.
I don't know, Andy, if you've checked audio. We're good?
Okay, that's their 10th play mark, so the Bobcats are going to get the football.
So they got down to about the 1 yard line.
Yeah, good drive.
Yeah. They have a new coach, as I mentioned, Randy Walters, and some high school experience. I'm not sure as a head coach or an assistant, but he's been at McGuffey, Valley, Bentworth, Hempfield. Collegiate level. He's coached at Gannon and Edinboro. He saw this on my shirt, which is IUP. And he questioned me right away, and he said, "No," he said, "Boy, I had a lot of respect for Coach Signetti Sr." So Blairsville, with their veteran quarterback, Zach Artley, I assume that's Zach.
That's Zach. Yep.
Nice jump cut and good running room for this ball carrier coming near side, going to pick up 9 yards to the 39-yard line.
That might be Cage McKinney.
Yeah.
Well, no, in fact, it's going to be Isaiah Lawson.
Are they wearing their
well,
regular
they should
uniforms?
Be. Yeah, McKinney's number 2. He'll probably be a wideout.
Neither team did this morning. Well,
Okay.
with some transfers out of the district, of course, Sincere McFarland was a running back last year. Maybe McKinney is going to be converted because he was running warm-ups in that.
Yeah, well,
position.
he can do both, Mark. He's done both in practice.
Sidecars left and right. Artley going to throw a deep ball, floats it out there for a receiver,
That's
and
McKinney.
it's deflected away. Chuck, I'm going to give you the headset so I can walk around and check some other equipment and how we're doing. And I'm glad you're here, actually. I didn't know whether to expect you or not, but this works out well. And it doesn't have to be full play-by-play, but just providing a little audio and a little bit of a description. I think our viewers that are watching will appreciate that. So here you go.
Third Bobcat play on this 10-day scrimmage.
My wife says good, clean coverage.
Zach Artley, the senior quarterback. Just seems like it was yesterday that Zach was a promising freshman, had an injury, kept him out his whole freshman year. Motion man to the right. Zach wants to throw again. Looks that side. Puts it in the air. Ball is high and out of bounds. Incomplete. Expect the Bobcats to throw a lot this season. Artley over 1,000 yards passing last year.
I'm going to take my iPad down, Andy, take a view.
Okay. I have my cell here just for the fun of it, and I might get Chuck.
Bobcats coached by Rick Artley. Long-time assistant before becoming the head coach here at Blairsville. The only scrimmage this season will kick off next Friday night. Bobcats home here against the Penns Manor Comets. Of course, our radio coverage, Cat Country 106.3 FM. Also again on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Triple receivers. A formation we see quite a bit for the Bobcats offense. And Artley wants to throw that way. Quick pass, caught at the 30 and dropped. And it's going to say it's an incomplete pass. Intended for Cage McKinney. So Zach has had his first 3 passes incomplete on this series. Football at the Blairsville 36. Leechburg on their opening series of plays drove it to about the Bobcat 1 yard line. Shotgun formation for Artley. Quick handoff to the right side, and they get up close to the 40 across the 41. Devin Whitmer, a 6'2", 175-pound senior for the Bobcats. Had a real good year last year catching the football. That run puts it across the 41-yard line. Again, we'll see the triple receivers to the right. A pair of receivers to the left, so it's an empty backfield for the Bobcats. Artley will have 5 receivers to choose from. Looks over the middle. Whistle, long pass, going to be incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. So they'll bring it back. Bobcats in the orange jerseys with the white pants, and for Leechburg, it's all blue. Blue jerseys, blue pants, blue helmets, and white numerals. Last couple of years, because of the schedule in the playoffs, teams have been limited to just one preseason scrimmage. And those are happening this weekend. For the Bobcats, it's right now, and Zach Hartley with 4 receivers to the right. Solo receiver to the short side. And he looks to throw right side. Nice catch at the 45 up to across the 50-yard line. Looks like it might be Devin Whitmer. So the Bobcats move it just inside the Leechburg 50 at about the 49-yard line. 10 plays for your offense. So if you're watching this first series, you should figure out by now that the Bobcats are going to throw the ball an awful lot this year. Hartley looks to throw again. Left sideline. McKinney, I should say Cage, goes way up into the air to try to catch it, but can't come down with the pass. Cage Kinney could be one of the keys for the Bobcats this year. The ball remains at the Leechburg 49-yard line. Should be around play number 8 of this 10-play series. Double receivers left. Pair of receivers to the right. Hartley with the snap. Steps up, nice step up. Pass is caught on the left side down to about the 30-yard line. So that would be a Bobcat first down if this were a regulation game. Gain of about 14 yards on that pass from Zach Hartley. This might be the 10th play of this drive. Football sits just outside of the Leechburg 31. On this preseason scrimmage from Ernie Widmar Field, Memorial Stadium in Blairsville. Bobcats and Leechburg. Kinney in motion in front of Hartley. Gets the handoff, tries to find a hole, has a little bit of a hole, gets up inside the 30-yard line to about the 28. So we've seen Cage Kinney as a wide receiver. We've seen him come around on that play and take a handoff. So that should complete the Bobcats' 10 plays. And Leechburg will now get the football with their offense. Blairsville will come over to the bench. Our television crew tonight, the IUP Media Department, SeaWorld Satellites. And as Mark mentioned earlier, we'll have a number of our Heritage Conference and Indiana County teams streaming the video throughout the season, which begins Friday night. Here at Blairsville, the Bobcats open the season with the Penns Manor Comets.
Looks good, sounds good. You're good,
We're good up here, Mark. Teams will take a break, make some personnel changes. Leechburg will get the football. Drives starting at the offense 30-yard line. For Blairsville, Isaiah Lawson coming on as a defensive back. Again from the 30. Quarterbacks in the shotgun formation. Little quick inside handoff to 35 to about the 36-yard line. With play 3 of the series coming up.
We intentionally had a little delay, took off the video feed just to make a couple minor adjustments, but that was intentional. Wasn't a drop-off for any of you viewers, if you're wondering.
All right, here we go. Leechburg wants to throw the ball. Good rush by the Bobcats, but the quarterback gets loose. He still has the ball. The play's dead.
Chuck, you should build your press box, the new press box, on the opposite side of the stadium. That way the sun would be behind you.
Well, we get our tan this way, Mark.
Oh. Jeez.
Now, folks
brutal,
know,
isn't it?
Folks know how to get these streaming broadcasts?
Well, probably not. But it'll be we'll make the links available in a variety of ways on the in the case of Blairsville. Well, I think we'll be putting the links on all of our Render Broadcasting Facebook pages. So start with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Handoff, good yardage up across the 50-yard line.
So on their again, I have no idea if this
I don't know.
accurate.
It does not look right at all.
Oh, they don't have any numbers or anything.
No.
But for example, the Cat Country 106.3 Facebook page, the WCCS Radio Facebook page, WDAD Radio Facebook page, U92.5 Facebook page. So we're going to put the links everywhere on our websites as well, which in the case of Cat Country, as it relates to Blairsville, Chuck, catcountry1063fm.com, you would find links there. That's where I just went down and looked on my iPad. I linked very easily off of the Cat Country website.
All right, good. Handoff, Bobcat defense is there to make the stop right away up front. Probably a loss of a yard.
Tuesday night, we have the annual Luther Ford Coaches Preview Show, and Jody Rainey, the president of the Heritage Conference, and Colin Stokes, vice president, secretary, they're going to be there for a segment, and we're going to talk about all of our plans with radio coverage, audio streaming coverage with the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and this video streaming. We know every Blairsville and Salzburg game, as long as we have connectivity and things go well, they're going to be video streamed.
Okay.
And Homer Center, all of their games will be video streamed. So Purchase Line's working on some things. What we want to do as the viewers take in this Blairsville-Leechburg scrimmage, and running back gets away momentarily, but good coverage from Blairsville. What we want to do is continue to provide broad radio coverage with the Trib Live High School Sports Network audio stream. Anybody can hear that, of course, around the world. And now another platform with video streaming with COVID-19. And let's face it, Chuck, 250 players with bigger rosters.
Right.
You count the referees, the media, the press box, the medics. Doesn't leave room for a lot.
Right.
I think in the case of Blairsville, their athletic director, Jim Buckles, told me tonight, every player got 2 passes. So, it really limits things. But that being said, it got a little more positive this past week. At least some fans. The parents should definitely be allowed to watch their own son play football, or any activity for that matter.
All right. Should be the 10th play of the drive for Leechburg. Football at the Blairsville 38-yard line. Right now it seems like the Bobcat offense is a little bit more under control. Leechburg a lot of time calling the plays. There's a lineman that just jumped off sides.
Only 22 players in uniform for Blairsville, and Leechburg about the same, really.
Yeah.
Let's see across the way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, maybe only about 20. Maybe I'm missing one, but so 2 small rosters. If this was a regular season game, you'd be able to allow more fans in.
Yes.
Or more Chuck Clarks.
Yeah. One is plenty. All right, so Leechburg will rerun this play. Football at the Bobcat 38-yard line. Neither team has scored. Second offensive set of 10 plays for Leechburg. The Bobcats have had the ball once. And Leechburg will work out of the pistol formation for their quarterback. Bad snap, picks it up has a little bit of a hole to the left side, gets across the 40 to about the 41-yard line. And that's where he's brought down. So right now the Blairsville offense running a little more smoothly than this Leechburg offensive unit. Let's see, are they going to give Leechburg another play here? I'm not sure if penalties count. Quick whistles might not count as an official play for the scrimmage. But Leechburg will have it again. And they'll hand it off to the left side. And they'll get some running room up across the 35 to about the 33-yard line of Blairsville.
Do you have any video at all? Is it freezing?
Just once.
That's good now. Because this was the one I had trouble with at my house.
Okay. It's looking better right now.
All right, I'm going to walk around a little bit.
And Leechburg will run another play. Quarterback to throw. Steps up. Good hit by the Bobcat defender to stop the play at about the line of scrimmage. And that should be the 10th and final play for Leechburg with the Blairsville Bobcats. Getting the football. And they'll get it at their 30-yard line. Timeout for the coaching staff to come out and meet with their units. So in 2 offensive series, Leechburg has not scored. This will be the second time Blairsville has had the football. Bobcats and the Penns Manor Comets first game Friday nights. Our pregame coverage on the radio, 6:30, Cat Country 106.3, and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. The coaching staff for the Bobcats out with their offensive unit. Coming in is Caden Barnhart, a freshman, running back, 5'6", 120 pounds. Probably the latest teams have had a preseason scrimmage in ever, maybe. Usually we'd have played our second week of the season. So,
For the fans that may not know, because I know on Max Preps the teams haven't updated their schedules, the 2 weeks that we would have had in the books, as you just mentioned, Chuck, August 28th and September 4th, those 2 games are being moved to October 30th and November 6th. So if we can keep everybody safe and healthy, it'll be a 9-game Heritage Conference schedule for everybody. So I'm not sure where you would have been normally 2 weeks ago in week 1.
I think Bishop Carroll.
Well, no, that was
no,
week 2.
That was week 2.
Homer Center was going to open up at
Marion
Bishop Carroll.
Center, I believe.
Yes, so your Marion Center game will be October 30th.
Bobcats have changed their quarterbacks. No, that's still Zach. And that's one of the longest runs that he's had.
So if I had told you last year that you'd have to wear your Halloween mask on October 30th when you go to Marion Center, or they come here, whichever the case is, you'd have thought I was crazy, but you'll have to wear your mask.
I still think you're crazy, but I'll wear my mask anyhow. Pick up of 10 yards on that run. I believe that was Isaac Lawson.
So
Isaiah Lawson.
with all of that in mind, no Appalachian Bowl, no crossover weekend.
Right.
Which I think's the right call. I think everybody will be pleased if we can get 9 games in, and then if there's a pared down playoff, so be it.
Mm-hmm. Bobcats with the football. Hartley going to pitch it. Well, actually, Lawson's in at quarterback right now. Isaiah Lawson, number 6 for the Bobcats. Pitched it to the left. So the Bobcats will run play number 3. And this will be a run across the 35. Lawson inside the 40. 45, 50, and caught from behind. Good run by Isaiah Lawson. They'll mark it at the Leechburg 49-yard line. Here we come to the left side. Lawson with the ball, throws to the sideline, incomplete. So the Bobcats starting quarterback, Zach Hartley, I think is doing some coaching on the field behind these plays, as Isaiah Lawson has been in at quarterback for this series. Football at the Leechburg 49-yard line. Neither team has scored. Second series for Blairsville. Receivers wide right and left. Lawson turns to head coach Rick Hartley, gets the play from the shotgun, motion man to the left. Lawson with the ball, rolls to the left, wants to throw a wobbler. It's going to be caught at about the 44-yard line. Catch to Sean Shirley, a freshman. So Lawson completes his first pass. And they'll put this one at the Leechburg 44-yard line. Blairsville and Leechburg. It's the preseason scrimmage from Ernie Widmar Field at Memorial Stadium in Blairsville. Heritage Conference team up against the team out of the WPIAL. Isaiah Lawson at quarterback. He'll take the snap. Quick hitting handoff to the right side. 45 and then caught from behind. Caden Barnhart carries. Barnhart, a freshman. 5'6", 120 pounds. And they'll put it at the Leechburg 44-yard line. I have this as play number 9 out of 10 for the Bobcats. So coaches have a moment to come out and talk to the offense. This is what you'll not see during a regular game. You won't see the coaching staff come out in between plays to talk to their units. But you can do that in these preseason scrimmages. Motion to the left in front of Lawson. He has the snap. Quick hitting handoff. Tries to make it to the 45 where they do, and then they fall forward to about the 42-yard line. Cody Taylor, the senior, with the carry for Blairsville. And they'll put it at the Leechburg 41-yard line. Expect to also see the JV units from each team here this evening.
You check with the video stream, you can critique yourself if you could maintain your concentration. You've probably got about a 15-second delay.
Oh. Now it does get confusing.
Go back and listen to yourself.
Quarterback keep, Lawson for maybe a yard. And all of a sudden my volume really jacked up, Mark. Did you hit something there?
Oh, yes, I did.
There you go. Okay. There we go. All right. So the Bobcats with the football at the Leechburg 41-yard line. Trying to be the first team to get on the board in this preseason scrimmage. Isaiah Lawson is the quarterback for Blairsville. He's going to roll right, throw that way. Man's open, nice catch inside the 20, down to about the 15-yard line. Cody Taylor with a big catch there for the Bobcats. Down to about the 12-yard line. And let's see, is Blairsville going to get to keep the football here? This is more than 10 plays. Maybe this is a 20-play drive. So that would give, if this were a regulation game, Blairsville would have a first down at the 12-yard line of Leechburg. Their second offensive series of the scrimmage. Lawson again. Looks over the middle. Pass in the end zone. Tipped. And was it caught? Nope, it's dropped. Into a crowd in the end zone. And I think that is going to change and put Leechburg's offense back on the field. So the Bobcats came close to putting it in the end zone.
Yes, sir. I was going to come see if you had any water. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So both teams have had two offensive series. Neither team has scored.
See if you wanted to run hardwire HDMI with the second camera.
So the Leechburg offense should be coming back onto the field at the 30-yard line.
And where would that plug in?
You would have to use a switch. You'd have to, because you only have 40 on this. A short run like that.
Blue Devils with the football. Sidecar to the right. Motion man in front of the quarterback. He'll take the direct handoff, sweep to the left side, and get across the 35 to about the 36-yard line. Line of scrimmage to 36. Again, the man in motion. This time they'll keep it inside. And he's going to get hit once, get hit twice, crosses the 40-yard line, and then he's brought down by the Bobcat defense. And they'll put this football at the 43. Leechburg with a second person at quarterback. Now there's a fumble. Bad exchange between the quarterback and the running back. Ball remains at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw, out of the pocket. Rolls to the right, he's going to keep it across the 40. Now throw, passes in and out of the arms of the receiver at the 45-yard line.
Stay on him.
Play number 5 of the drive for Leechburg from the 43. Quick hitting handoff to the 40, up across the 45, midfield 50, into about the 46 of Bobcat territory. Season opener Friday night right here at Ernie Widmar Field at Memorial Stadium. Bobcats and the Penns Manor Comets. All right, so that's the end of that series.
Going to have some house parties and watch and listen to you.
Good idea.
Chuck. No, of course the counterpoint to that would be, as I go off on soapbox territory on you.
Mm-hmm.
So would it be better for those fans to be socially distanced in a 3,000-foot, seat stadium, or packed in a man cave somewhere, drinking their favorite beverage?
Well, shall we ask the governor?
Yeah, I think so. I think they'd be better off here, but I'm not the governor.
Right.
I think I'd make
Where's he going to be?
better decisions. Probably at a car show with 20,000 of his friends.
At Carlisle.
I don't know why I wasn't thinking. I was just thinking like.
All right, now. All I'm hearing is crowd here. We'll turn that. How's that? Okay. So the Bobcats will come back out.
I have to admit, that was almost like having Ab at your side for a second.
Yes, it was. Except I didn't turn you off.
No, well, I guess I'll work harder then.
Bobcats will keep it on the ground. Here's a run by Lawson up across the 35-yard line.
Lawson's been impressive,
Yeah.
Chuck. Yeah. Obviously, they're looking at him as a backup quarterback too, to Zach Artley, and kind of like a slash player. But Blairsville's offense and their passing game has really looked good.
That should be their main offensive weapon, putting the ball in the air.
This could be the problem as well. So we get the right cables.
As Blairsville breaks the huddle.
Cheaper model again. Because this just may not be doing.
Triple receivers to the right. Lawson, quick pass and a good hit by the Leechburg defensive back at the 50-yard line to break up the pass. So the football will remain at the 38-yard line for the Blairsville Bobcats. Neither team has scored in this preseason scrimmage, as both teams get ready for the season openers Friday night. Blairsville right back here at Ernie Widmar Stadium at Ernie Widmar Field at Memorial Stadium to host the Penns Manor Comets. Here comes Lawson on a quarterback keep, and he gets a couple of yards up across the line of scrimmage. Marked at about the 37, so he picked up about a yard on that carry.
So is it the camera then?
It's a holder.
It's a gimbal. It's called a gimbal.
So we should look at those.
What is it, like jars type thing or something inside that holds that?
There's motors in there that actually run gears to keep it level.
Rick Hartley, his coaching staff, and the full attention of the Blairsville Bobcats offensive unit. So we've seen Lawson now, his second series. Zach Hartley was in for one series. And Isaiah has the snap, looks to throw right, dumps it off, almost intercepted. Incomplete, intended for Jacob Mosick.
What was that website you said about
Bobcats will try again from the 37.
Mono? Yep. Price? Yep. One word? Yep. .com.
Yes, sir.
Monoprice.sim, I think.
Football at the 37 of Blairsville. Twin receivers right, man in the slot, he'll also go on for the pass. Lawson looks that way, gets it over the middle. Nice pass and a nice catch down to the 25-yard line. Cody Taylor, who's been impressive tonight with a couple of catches.
Nice catch.
In traffic, right down the middle. And so that will take the Bobcats offense off the field after 6 plays.
How will the lighting, these high school stadiums aren't lit as well, still hold up pretty well. So Chuck, this is a pretty exciting partnership with the Blairsville-Salzburg School District because we're also going to be involving IUP students that we talked to 4 of them earlier in the week. Colton and Zachary Volt are helping us tonight, and we're going to have some ICTC students involved, so it's positives for them as well. And so there's, as you saw when you walked in here, now we won't have as many people next Friday. Me, one of them, won't be here. Andy won't be here. Andy Hart from Cat Country 106.3. Oh, I'm on? Oh, hi, everybody. Wait, hey, Chuck. But so a lot of hands on deck to make this doable. And I'm sure we'll have a few hiccups, and we'll throw a couple interceptions ourselves.
Yeah.
But I think so far so good. The test today, both this morning at Homer Center scrimmage and here tonight, have gone pretty well. And I think we'll get better as we go along. But we couldn't really do it without the help of the IUP students and ICTC and SeaWorld Satellites. I can't say enough. For so many years have been a great partner. Ricky Miller and Dee Ober, and I'm a Dish Network subscriber, so I'm a good customer. And
So am I.
Are you? So hey, there you go.
Here's my question.
Okay. Don't ask about NBC.
Well, that's my question.
Dee has no power over that. He's fighting.
Or HBO, right?
He's fighting.
Or Cinemax.
Chuck, he's fighting to keep our bill down, right, Dee?
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
But really, it's the best deal in TV. So contact SeaWorld Satellites. Yeah, they do. I learned something. I didn't know that you could get over-the-air antennas.
Yes.
They're going to come and do a test, and it hooks right into your Dish Network equipment, so you could get Channel 6.
Who's going to do that?
SeaWorld Satellites. That's part of the service.
They'll come to my house?
They'll come to your house, do a test, and let you know if you can get an over-the-air signal. And if you could get all of the local channels,
Well,
I mean,
I think I
Dish
can.
Network might not like me saying this, but you could actually save a couple bucks on local channels. And it's a very I checked it because of the same reason with NBC and me being a hockey fan and me missing hockey games here during these playoffs, which talk about unusual Stanley Cup playoffs in September.
Yeah.
Is there anything normal, Chuck?
No.
Other than maybe breakfast time. But yeah, they'll come to your house, they'll do a test and say, yeah, you can get so many over-the-air channels with this antenna, and full installation, it's $150 or less, something along those lines, and then all that, your channels are free forever. So, and you could tell Dish and Apollo you don't need them anymore.
I've had reads that some over-the-air channels have actually changed frequencies. For example, channel 13 is now on channel 4.
Well, I don't know how all that works, but
which messes up your antenna if you're trying to.
All I know is I saw a demonstration at the SeaWorld Satellites office, and I was pretty impressed. And so you have that as another option, and SeaWorld Satellites does it. So that's another thing, Andy. We got to get the SeaWorld Satellite. We can say this during our own video streaming scrimmage. I don't see the SeaWorld logo on my screen.
Well, we got the SeaWorld guy right here.
Put his face on.
Why don't we just put him on the screen? But anyway, thanks to Dee Ober and Ricky Miller and SeaWorld. What a great sponsor they've been through the years too.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Unsuccessful series there for Leechburg. Not able to score, so the Bobcats will get the football back at the 30.
Looks like they're going down in distance, Chuck.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. The sticks are up. And let's see who the Bobcats have at quarterback. Oh, Mr. Artley will be back in. Zach in the shotgun, low snap, picks it up, and that pass blocked down at the line of scrimmage. So this would be a second down call now because they are using the 10-yard markers on the far side. Second down and 10 for the Bobcats. Bobcats will come out. 3 receivers left of the line, 2 receivers to the right, which means an empty backfield for Zach Artley, but he's going to be seeing that a lot this season. Okay, might have made a check off there with the play. Straight back to throw, big rush over the middle. Man is there, it's going to be dropped at the 45-yard line. Pass intended that time for Caden Barnhart. Third down. Third and 10 for Blairsville. Bobcats to the line of scrimmage. One set back beside Zach Artley. He'll be there to block. Pass is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Fourth down. Don't know if we'll see a fourth down kick if Blairsville does not convert this. You want to get your kickers some preseason work as well. They usually do it without a rush. So a fourth down and 10 for the Bobcats. Leechburg will readjust their defense. Hartley from the shotgun. Up, jumping offside is the Leechburg left tackle. So that will move it up 5 yards. So now it's a 4th and 5 for Blairsville after that penalty that drew the defense offsides. Hartley stands at the 30 to wait the snap from center. He has the football, drops back, stops, and again the pass is knocked down at the line of scrimmage. That's 3 that have been knocked down at the line. And so Blairsville turns it over on 4 downs. And they had 4 incomplete passes on that offensive series. And I don't think we're going to get a 4th down. Well, that was 4th down, so there was no kick. But Leechburg will get the football at the 30-yard line. Again, neither team has scored in this preseason scrimmage. And Leechburg, a good spin move at the 30. Tries to break it outside, got by Artley, goes up the far sideline, and penalty marker on the play at the 45-yard line. That would be a 1st down run, but wait and see what the flag was. Good spin move after the running back. Who? Oh, down there. Wherever. And let's see, this is going to be a penalty against Leechburg. So that will nullify what would have been a 1st down run. So this will move it back to the 20-yard line. 1st down. And the handoff as they run it to the left side. Okay, Mark, if you would.
All right, Chuck Clark taking a phone call. Dinner's probably ready. Leechburg with the football. 2nd down after that penalty at their own 25-yard line. They have a sidecar to the right of their quarterback. We believe that's Cook. And they hand it off up the middle. And good defense from Blairsville. Limits the ball carrier to a yard or 2. So it'll set up 3rd down and 13. With the fact that they're going down in distance, probably see 2 or 3 series this way. To be honest with you, I don't think we'll see a JV series because both of these rosters are relatively small. Motion man, and they hand it off on the jet sweep. And good defense by Blairsville, staying home, doing an outstanding job. Looked like Devin, was that Aston Perfetti? I'm trying to get the spot. Maybe it was 55, Logan Platt. Or 24, I think, came up, Ashton Perfetti. That's who made that tackle. And a loss back to the 24-yard line. You good, Chuck?
I'm back.
Okay, you're back. Chuck's back.
Leechburg with a football. They do want to throw to the sideline. Pass is caught at the 35. So that's a completed play. And now they'll walk down to the far side of the field for the next set of downs. Again, neither team has scored. Bobcats will get the football at the 30-yard line. And they'll have 4 plays to try to pick up a 1st down and keep their drive alive. Last series, 4 incomplete passes from Zach Hartley. Cage Kinney, flank left wide. Receiver to the right. Hartley has the snap. Inside hand, Bobcat receiver. Dennis, the Menace, how are you? How's your golf game? Third down for Blairsville. Ball at the 36. This is all TV streaming tonight. Nothing. Yes, you could. You could be watching this at home. Absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Hartley, swing pass, and that one's batted down at the line of scrimmage. So again, neither team yet the score from the coach himself. And since I'm such a wonderful guy, I'll give you your own copy right there. How's that? Bobcats with the football. Zach Hartley has the snap. Throws over the middle, a little bit short. Pass intended that time for Lawson. Tried to short hop, but it's incomplete. And that was a 4th down play, so Leechburg will take over on downs now. This preseason scrimmage with the opener next Friday night here at Ernie Widmar Field at Memorial Stadium. Blairsville and the Penns Manor Comets. Our radio coverage, 6:30 with the pregame show. Cat Country 106.3 and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. You've been here the whole time? Okay. Leechburg has the football 1st and 10 at their 30. Motion man almost ran into the quarterback, and they'll give it to the halfback to about the 35-yard line. Second down. Bobcat defense hustling to get off the field in time. They do. Leechburg with an inside handoff, fighting his way close to the 40.
Rip the ball out. Rip the ball out. It's out there. Take it. Punch it.
Gain of about 3 to the 39, so it's 3rd down. Short yardage here, they need about a yard for the 1st down. Delayed handoff, and I don't think they're going to get it. I think the Bobcat defense made the stop.
One more D.
4th down,
Yeah, D.
just shy of the 40-yard line. Quarterback sneak, and he might have it. I think he does. Yep, 2nd, 3rd effort. 1st down, Leechburg. They'll put it at the 41. First and 10 for Leechburg. Whistle before the snap might have taken too much time. Defense was offside and a dead ball foul at the same time. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It will remain first down. And they'll move it back to the 36-yard line. First and 15 for Leechburg. Sweep to the right. Tries to cut to the 35, and he's knocked out of bounds to about the line of scrimmage. Wanting to throw the ball, pass is caught inside the 50-yard line. And let's see where they mark this one. Blairsville 49. And they're going to actually measure. Apparently so. Second down and 10. Zach Hartley, the senior quarterback. We've seen Isaiah Lawson also at quarterback tonight. And Zach gets the snap. Rolls to his right. Pass is going to be caught at the 40-yard line. That should be a first down. Whitmer, Devin Whitmer on the catch. And that's a first down catch. From a year ago, expect him to be one of the leaders in the Heritage Conference. They'll mark this at the 13-yard line. First down, Blairsville. See if they can be the first team to put it into the end zone. First and 10 at the Leechburg 13 for the Bobcats. Hartley up under center. Zach takes the snap. Inside handoff. Inside the 10 to the 5. Down to about the 2-yard line. Good second effort that time. See where they mark this one at about the 2-yard line. Gain of 11. Second down, Blairs for Bahana. And it's good. So Blairsville scores the touchdown. They get the extra point. And we're going to turn things back over to Mark Burdick for the end of this scrimmage.
Okay. Thanks, for helping out.
Thank you.
Our own video streaming scrimmage, right?
First time in history.
Yeah. First scrimmage on September 5th or whatever today is. 5th. Can't even. All right. Thanks to D. Ober, Ricky Miller. Always got to credit Ricky, even though he's not here helping. D's doing the grunt work. Yeah. So yeah, this has gone pretty well. We just did make a couple of adjustments where we purposely dropped off. So in case you were wondering what went on there, we did drop off. But good drive there for the Bobcats, and I wouldn't imagine they're going to be going too much longer here this evening. Maybe another series or two. Leechburg with the football. Receiver to the far boundary, up top. Direct snap. Cook, the quarterback, out in the flat. Catch and run for about 7 yards up to the 37-yard line. Rick Gartley, among others. Or Zach Gartley. If Rick Gartley made that tackle, that would probably be illegal. Draw a flag on the head coach for stepping out. Going back to his Northern Cambria Colt days. That's a while back now, too, isn't it? Everything's a long time ago for me. Cook over the middle, and nice catch in traffic by the Blue Devil receiver. Good coverage. Better play by 13. Lawson was right there with him, and credit the quarterback and the receiver. Really, everything on both sides of the ball looked pretty good there. Just good execution for Leechburg. H-back leading the way. They give it to the tailback down to the Blairsville 42-yard line or so. Chuck Clark will be on the air with the Abditory next Friday night. 6:30 will be airtime on Cat Country 106.3, streaming at catcountry1063fm.com as part of the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And we'll be presenting links, various places you'll be able to watch the video stream. Little skinny post pattern there and hauled in down at about the 16-yard line. Both of these teams at different points in this scrimmage have really executed the passing game pretty well. Blairsville, of course, with veteran quarterback Zach Gartley and some receivers, they've had good continuity in that area the past few years. And a difficult offense to defend. And Leechburg along the same lines. Quick release, caught at the 15. Jersey tackle attempt, and then closing in. Blairsville, I think that was Perfetti that made the tackle, but a gain of about 7 down to the Bobcat 12-yard line. Sidecar to the right of Cook, twin receivers up top, a receiver near side. And the quarterback, we think that's Dylan Cook, keeps it for a short gain, going to be stopped shy of that lead chain. So it'll bring up 3rd down and a yard. Nice, comfortable evening. Now, what a gorgeous day we had here in Indiana County. Again, we salute all of our American workers this Labor Day weekend during these crazy times. Direct snap, handoff up the middle, 1st down and more to the 5 and to the goal line, touchdown Leechburg. So they come back and answer Blairsville's score with an impressive drive. Been pretty even play here tonight. I think both teams have really performed well. As we Renda Broadcasting does the our own little test of what we hope to be doing each and every week. With video streaming many of our games, we will be streaming every Blairsville game, every Salzburg game on the videos as part of a special arrangement. I want to thank Jim Buckles up top. He's running the camera. He's doing all kind of duties tonight. He did temperature checks. I don't know if it's RN Buckles or Dr. Buckles, but he's up top. Now he's cameraman Buckles. He's been stretched thin. But thanks, Jim, if you're hearing me up there, for helping us out tonight. Did they attempt the extra point? Good, no good, no good. Okay. So let's see if they're going to keep going, run another series or two. Looks like they're going to keep going. A lot of scrimmages you will see 10 plays for each side, maybe 2 10-play series, and then they will go to a JV series and then back to varsity. But both of these rosters relatively thin. Blairsville 22, and I think Leechburg right around that same number, maybe 1 or 2 less. So no JV scrimmage, which from the varsity perspective is a good thing. You get more reps. Everything's so condensed with some schools starting, which made heat camp a challenge, and getting in the necessary 15 practices before your first game on September 11th. Now, Blairsville, they don't start school until Tuesday, so that probably helped their schedule the past week or two. Schools like Homer Center, Penns Manor, they started school last Monday, and United the week before, so United really had a condensed preseason schedule in terms of available time, unless they were practicing under the lights until midnight. Here's Artley booting to his left, looking, pressure coming. He's going to have to keep it, and he's hit at the 30-yard line right around the line of scrimmage. He was trying to buy himself some time, but good coverage downfield for Leechburg. John Allen Snyder, one of the coaches for Leechburg, former coach at Indiana. He was an assistant coach, I believe, or head coach out at Marion Center. It all runs together for me, but now he's at Leechburg. Last year, he was a color analyst on the U92 Game of the Week with Todd Marino. I wonder if Todd knows John Allen's back to coaching. But he has a passion for the game. And I think he's where he enjoys being. They have a new head coach, Leechburg, Randy Walters. It's about his 5th stop. I'm not sure if it's his first head coaching job, but he's been involved at McGuffey, Valley, Bentworth, Hempfield High School. Collegiate level, he coached at Edinboro and Gannon. Artley, deep drop, pressure coming up the middle, fires deep downfield into double coverage, deflected, and what a catch! Cage Kinney in traffic. And the defender, he can't believe that Cage came down with that football. Cage had a good season last year. That was similar to the play we saw when Leechburg had the ball, where Blairsville had good coverage and Leechburg executed. Well, same thing for Blairsville. It was good coverage, and Cage went up in traffic and took that ball away. It was juggled, and he maintained concentration and hauled it down. Fantastic. Perfetti receiver to the right. Cage Kinney here near side. Zach Artley shotgun with the pistol back to his left, actually, now is Lawson. And they give on an inside reverse. Coming to the 30 to the 25-yard line, and now a flag, maybe a late hit on Leechburg. We'll see. Whitmer on the carry. Oh, there is a roster up here. I thought Chuck took his roster. He left you a roster. How nice. He didn't charge you? So it is a late hit on the Blue Devils. Blairsville, traditionally, I believe they've scrimmaged in Johnstown in kind of a tri-scrimmage, but not this year. They're here under the lights at Ernie Widmar Field at Memorial Stadium. And a very pleasant evening. We did a similar test, not as extensive, up at Homer Center this morning. And the sun was beating down at 10 o'clock in the morning. Homer Center and Winburn. Winburn, a pretty good ball club. Football at the 12-yard line as Blairsville tries to answer Leechburg's score after Leechburg answered Blairsville's score. So the teams are going up and down the field here on one another. Blairsville, their strength certainly in the skill department. They're developing their line. They did lose some linemen from a year ago, so that is an area that they will hope to grow as this preseason camp and season gets underway. From the shotgun with Lawson pistol back, Artley, the veteran senior quarterback, takes the snap. Pressure coming. It's a screen pass to Lawson. Lawson breaks a tackle, heads far side, little jump cut inside the 10 down to about the 8-yard line. Good execution on that screen pass. Second down at the 8-yard line. Blairsville can get a first down at about the 3, maybe the 2. Field looks good. I was down on it. Grass is thick. It's high. You can barely see the football on the grass. It is very high, but it does look good. Once they get it cut, it's going to really look good. Artley under center for one of the few times in this scrimmage. Play action, boots to his left, looking, throwing, middle, wide open, touchdown. Who is that? 32 with the football, Hank Skirble. Great execution. Blairsville just put so much pressure on you with that passing game, and they spread you out, and Skirble found a seam near the middle of the end zone and was absolutely wide open. And Artley, the veteran quarterback, surveyed the field and found him and threw a strike, and Blairsville scores again. So they'll kick the extra point. Keith Behanna, the kicker. Let's see who that holder is. Oh, I think you know who that holder, right? Aston Perfetti. Not sure who the long snapper is for the Cats, but it's a good, strong snap. And in scrimmages, the lines, they go uncontested. It's just a matter of practicing the extra point, which, as you just saw, is good. And Blairsville, in this down and distance portion of the scrimmage, scores, and I think that's it. I think that has wrapped up this scrimmage tonight and our Renda Broadcasting video scrimmage, which Andy Hart giving it a pretty good grade. Our videographers from IUP Football, Zach and Colton, helping us out. And with social distancing, the players line up and they kind of wave at one another. And that will end this evening's scrimmage, and the coaches will address their ball clubs. And Andy, that is going to be a wrap. So it all starts for real next week. Again, you can look for coverage across our Renda Broadcasting stations with 4 games every weekend, 2 or 3 video streams every weekend. Tuesday night we'll be at Luther Ford for the annual coaches show. First time we've ever done that in September. And the coaches will be joining us. Jody Rainey and Colin Stokes from the Heritage Conference will be joining us, talking about our various platforms that we're going to be bringing you Heritage Conference football this season. That's Tuesday night, 6 to 8 on AM 1160 and 101.1 FM, and we also will be video streaming that coaches show. So for our video crew, Colton, Zachary, our producer, who worked this morning up at Homer Center too, got quite the tan, Andy Hart, your Cat Country morning man. For Chuck Clark, I'm Mark Burdig, wishing you a very pleasant good evening. Enjoy this great weather. We hope you have an outstanding Labor Day weekend, and we hope the best way you can, even if it's from a distance, that you support your high school football teams, in particular tonight, of course, the Blairsville Bobcats, and we wish them the best of luck this season. From Ernie Widmar Field at Memorial Stadium in Blairsville, I'm Mark Burdig, wishing you a very good night.